Hello, everyone. Happy Thursday to you. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Friends Thursday. I am so happy to be back here with you again. It feels like it has been ages since we were here together. Like this week has lasted longer than a week. It feels like it's lasted longer than a week. I'm Angela with Happy Little Stitch Shop, and I am so happy to be here with you guys today because I have felt a little disconnected over the last week. Like I said, it's been a busy week. It's been personally a busy week. My husband was out of town since Sunday. He just got home at 4 a.m. And so it has been a lot of running kids around and trying to hold down the fort while he's gone. And so it feels like it's been much longer than a week since I last spoke to you guys. So I'm really happy to be here with you guys today. And I hope that you are happy to be here too. And I am so sorry that I didn't have the Flosstream, the live stream link out there. Thank you, Tammy, for the heads up. I am so sorry. I thought that I had these all out here for the month of August, and clearly I did not. And so Tammy messaged me and was like, do you have something set up? And I was like, oh no. So I ran down here and got it on. So I apologize that it wasn't there for you guys earlier. Sorry about that. And hello, there are lots of people out here. Thank you so much for jumping on, even though I didn't have a link out here. So thank you for finding it and joining me. Hello, Sarah. Hello, Mary. Hello, Jane, Deborah, Tammy, Morgan, Nancy, Lori, Stacy, April, Laura, Sharon. Thank you for getting on. Hello, Lori. Tammy P, did anyone else purchase the folktale fabric on sale? I did, and it's beautiful. Isn't it gorgeous? It's so pretty. Hello, Amanda. Hello, Sharon. Jennifer, hello. Hello, everyone. I had a hard time getting this Flosstube to load. Oh, no. I hope it's up and running for you, Gayleen. Tammy, good. I'm glad you found it. Lisa, hello. Hello, Andre. Hello, Stacy. Hi, Angela. Got my happy little mail today. Oh, good. I'm so glad that it got there. I hope it was happy. Happy for you. I got in. That's all that matters. Hello, Laura. Thanks for the fast shipping on Folktale. You are welcome. Wasn't it gorgeous? It's such a gorgeous collection. It's bad to love fabric so much when you are a shop owner, because sometimes it makes me kind of sad to see it go, which is bad for business. And so Folktale was one of those things because I really loved that collection, which it's outside of my normal kind of color way to really love, but I loved that collection. It felt so romantic, but warm and cozy, and like the color, it was unique, but it was still like fresh and new. And I just really loved that collection. So I enjoyed cutting it all up for you guys, because then I got to kind of have it out and play with it a little bit again. But I was kind of sad to see it go. Is today the deadline for our wish list for Expo? Yes. Well, tomorrow, Friday, is the deadline, official deadline. Although people have been getting me their stuff, which is helpful because then I'm trying to, organize my lists according to designer. So then when I send something to that designer or am communicating with the designer, I have my list ready for them. So I'm taking all of your lists and I'm consolidating them into designer lists of what people want from each designer. So technically the deadline is tomorrow, although the sooner you can get it to me, the better, because it gives me more time to get organized. And then the 28th is the Needlework Expo. So I will be out there and I will be shopping for you guys and hopefully understanding what I'm supposed to do and having fun with it. So technically, Stacy, tomorrow is the last day. Laura says, love that collection. Me too. I had Folktale in my cart and couldn't make up my mind. And then the ones I wanted were sold out. It did go fast. People jumped all over that sale, which from a space standpoint, it really helped us clear up a little bit of space for new collections that are coming in. But again, it was hard to see the fabric go because it's so pretty. But I'm happy that it's going to someone that's not just sitting here, that it's going to someone who's going to use it and gonna, have fun creating with it. But it did go quickly. A lot of it went quickly. I still have some left. I still have a lot of some SKUs left. But it did fly out the door pretty fast. And you weren't the only one that happened to. That happened to some other people as well. Petting fabrics, says Jennifer. Hello, Stephanie. Wasn't sure if I was going to be able to make it, but so happy to be here. I'm so happy you are here too. Message tonight will be okay. Yes, Stacy, that will be totally fine. Totally fine. So much stuff out there. Glad I'm going back to work next month. No kidding. I can understand that. Great sale on Folktale. I got backings. Oh, good. Yeah, there were a lot of big cuts that went out. So it was good. It was a good sale. We'll probably try to do that a little bit more often because we're just running out of space with stuff that we have here. But not too often because I can't afford to, have sales all the time. But that was a fun one to do. And it felt like the timing was right because Folktale is a great collection for fall stuff too. It has a little bit of a fall vibe to it. So how are your guys' weeks going? Number one, is everybody doing okay out there? Is everyone having a good week? This is our last full week of summer break at this house. Next week, the kids go back to school. So there have been lots of like back to school prep that's happening, like haircuts and trying to fit in any appointments that need to be fit in before, like dentist appointments, orthodontist appointments, appointments for my son. Like he has special appointments he needs to go to. So we try to fit as much of that in before school as possible. So then there's less disruption for them during the school year. So it has been crazy around here with everything that's going on. Plus, my oldest is in volleyball and soccer right now. And then my two boys are in football. And so it's just been a lot of running to activities right now. Kiddos back to school this week. One a freshman at college, one a junior in high school. How did this happen? I hear ya. I have a freshman in high school and I'm like, how did that happen? I don't know. It's just like time just cannot slow down. Wow, they go back to school late. Yeah, we do go back to school late in Wisconsin. It has to be September 1st or after. That's like the state law. I don't know why. I grew up in Illinois and we always went back to school middle of August. But here in Wisconsin, it's September 1st or after. So we're starting exactly on September 1st. It has been a busy week. It's been a busy week when you are excited that your massage gets canceled. Oh no. So it was a little bit that way. Oh, massage sounds so nice. Oh my goodness. Just went back to remote work due to Delta virus, which I'm happy to be home. I much prefer remote work. I don't blame you. I think I would too. Yeah, I always when I was working outside the home, I always liked it when I was able to have my computer at home and working from home. When I was in business outside of home. Back to school and add a hurricane to the mix last weekend. We kept power and just a mess, but not. Oh, kiddos back to school here this week and it's been hot. It has been hot here too. Super humid. And yeah, Minnesota's the same. Yeah, I went to college up in Minnesota. And so for college, we always started September 1st or after. When Minnesota and Wisconsin, we've got that connection. I'm just happy to be able to go home after work. I've had something every night. Oh, that is the worst when you just can't have downtime. So it was a little bit like that last night for me. So this whole week has been crazy. Like I said, my husband was gone all week. And so all of the running, all the responsibilities, fall to me as they should. And so I was running kids and it's just been a scattered week. And my daughter had a scrimmage this week in volleyball. And so last night she was supposed to have volleyball, soccer, and the boys were supposed to have football. And it's been really, really hot here. And we've had storms coming through. And so, no, they were supposed to have football the previous night. So the previous night football had been canceled. So she was supposed to have volleyball and soccer. So she had volleyball and then her soccer got canceled. And I was like, what? It's like a bundle of time just landed in my lap. And so I was like, oh my gosh. We suddenly, how every day you're like, oh, I just wish I had more time. I wish I had more time to do this, this, and this. And all of a sudden I had more time, like time that I was not expecting to have. And so usually when my husband's gone, the kids and I try to have a movie night, and we hadn't had time to fit it in because practices were so late at night that by the time we got home, I had to get my little one to bed. And then by the time I got her to bed, it was just late. And so I was like, okay, I'm not going to use this extra time that I've been gifted and make a home cooked meal. I'm going to grab some pizzas and we're going to have a movie night. So I grabbed some pizzas after picking her up from volleyball last night, and we had a movie night, and the kids were like, movie night, because you normally try to do it and we hadn't had a chance to do it. So they were really, really excited about it. So we had a small movie night with my little one. She watched a Care Bears movie that she's never seen before. So she was excited about that. And then after I got her put to bed, the older kids, older 5, and I had a movie night, and they were happy about it. It was good. So it was nice to have a little movie night. I sure do remember those days. My babies are 27, 21. My baby is a senior in college. Then he does undergrad. Oh, you did? I went to St. Ben's in St. Joseph. I'm starting to go through withdrawal from not stitching enough. I know those feelings. We watched Grease, Jennifer. So I thought, I don't know why that movie popped into my head. I knew that it would be a good movie to watch without my husband because he doesn't care for it. And I don't know why that movie popped into my head, but it did. And then I was like, I'm kind of in the mood to watch that movie. Like that would be a really good movie to watch. And my kids had never seen it. And so I just decided to do it, to have them watch Grease. And so they were like, the boys didn't really understand it. It's so funny to watch these kids now watch movies that I really like, because sometimes they just don't get it. They're like, I don't understand what's happening here. And it's just funny to see their responses. So overall, so out of the movie, I usually pick unusual movies too. Like my husband always picks Star Wars, Marvel, and the kids usually pick those types of movies as well. And so I try to pick something that's a little bit different that other people might not choose. And so musicals tend to be it. Or I picked The Money Pit one time, and the kids absolutely loved that one. They laughed so hard when Tom Hanks is flying, like sliding down the scaffolding and flying across the yard. Like they loved that one. And I did Adventures in Babysitting one night, and they loved that one. They were laughing out loud at that one. And one time I did Space Camp, and we've done like Apollo 13 and, you know, some real life stories that I think are good for them to see. And then last night I went for Grease. And so that's what we watched last night. Good thing you own your own business. Imagine if you had to work for someone and still run all the kids around. Yeah, I don't think that it would be able to happen. I just don't know how that could happen. Did you show off your prowess and sing every song? I don't think that I broke out in song. But I have this week been breaking out in song for other things that occasionally, it's funny because I start singing, and you guys know I like to sing songs, and then I change the words to kind of go with whatever's going on. And so my kids used to like laugh at it, and sometimes they still do if I get a particularly good verse that just comes to me and comes out and it makes them chuckle. That happens on occasion. When they were younger, it happened more. But now as they've gotten older, it's a little bit like, Mom, which is just encouragement for me. I will be honest with you. That is just going to keep me going. And then I'm going to probably throw in a rap verse. So if they're like, Mom, stop it, I'm like, I've got more. I could go all day. And so I've been rapping a little bit this week, although not to any of the Grease ones, although Grease 2, I did have one of those songs in my head this week, and maybe that's why I ended up on Grease 1. But I was singing, We're Gonna Cut Tonight, because I was doing my Lori Holt cutting party over the weekend. We're gonna cut tonight. So I was singing that over and over in my head, and my kids are like, don't. Please stop. You're hurting me. You're hurting my ears. because I would have bust out in some love when it's stuck in. Oh my gosh, that is so funny. The part where Tom Hanks gets stuck in the rug on the floor, they also laughed at that part for sure. That was very funny. 80s. Mostly love, definitely been some flops. Yes, definitely some flops. So now I'm starting my little one a little bit younger. As you know, she likes for me to sing a song before she goes to bed. So the other night she wanted me to pick again. And this time the one that came to me was Yesterday by the Beatles. And I think maybe because I listened to a podcast with Paul McCartney on it. So maybe that's what got it in my mind again. But so I sang Yesterday and she goes, "What's that about?" After I got done singing and I was trying to explain it to her. And then I said, "Tomorrow when we're in the truck running your sister around, we should listen to the Beatles. Can you remind me?" And so we got into the truck the next day and she was like, "Mom, can we listen to the Beatles?" Usually she'll say, "Can we listen to music?" And then I'll say, "Do you want your music or do you want Mom's music?" And then she'll pick. And so yesterday she said, "Can we listen to the Beatles?" So I'm trying to start her off young and see if that makes any difference. To track Back to the Future. We have watched all the Back to the Futures and all the Karate Kids. The Last Starfighter, too fun to see their react. The Last Starfighter. I think I remember that one. That's going to have to maybe go on my list. I sing them all the time when they set up a verse perfectly. Right? It's so fun to change the words to songs and then get the eye roll from your kids. Especially Grease. Yes, I love Grease. I had a huge crush on Adrian's. Oh, yes. Yes, there are some cute ones in Grease too as well. And I just told my middle daughter that today because she liked it. She liked the movie last night. I said, "There's a Grease too, but it's with different people." Kids don't know what is cool anymore. It's so true. Your shirt is awesome. Thank you. So happy. Homeschool mom here. I could come up with a song for most spelling words. I'm sure you could. No, Folktale is not still on sale. The sale ended Sunday night. Show her. Beat Bugs? Really? Oh my gosh, Beat Bugs. I've never heard of it. I think I'm stuck in cartoon land from when my other kids were young, because we watch a lot of the same stuff that they watched. But Beat Bugs, I'm going to have to look that up. I'm going to forget, but I'm going to have to try to remember. So that's all the stuff that's been going on here this week. It's been a little crazy, but fun too. And we ended on a good note last night with a movie night. So it was fun. And plus, on top of that, we've also got a lot of stuff happening in the shop. So number one, I wanted to be sure to tell you guys, my plan once the My Happy Place Quilt Along got pushed back. Ray knows all the Beatles songs because of it. Super cute. It's on Netflix even. I can get that. Beat Bugs. I have to remember that. Okay, so since the My Happy Place Quilt Along was pushed back, I thought this is a perfect opportunity to try to fit in some quilt alongs in these couple weeks. So my plan was to try to have stuff done before my husband left. Well, that didn't happen. And as you know, he's my video guy. So when he's gone, I can't get videos done. But two are on the agenda to start very soon. Okay, it's on the agenda. I'm hoping to get it done very soon. Number one is the Halloween patchwork quilt that we are going to be making. So I'm going to get a video done. I'm planning to do that one all in one video. So there'll just be one Halloween patchwork quilt video. And then we're going to start the Guiding Stars songbook quilt along. And that one I'm planning to break out right now. I looked at the pattern the other day to try to figure out what would be a good breakout. And it looks like 4 weeks. Like there's a section that we can work on for 4 weeks and then be done is what I'm hoping. But I have to look at it a little more closely. So that's my hope. So songbook, the Guiding Stars one from songbook, and the Halloween patchwork quilt, those are next up. And I'm thinking those will go pretty quickly. So here is the quilt along schedule. It's now posted on our homepage, updated, posted on our homepage at happylittlestitchshop.com. So right now we're in the midst of Vintage Christmas, which we work on a few blocks each month. My Happy Place has now been pushed back to September 13th. So I'm cutting and getting all my stuff ready for that. Spooky Hollow, Halloween patchwork, that's coming up very soon. Guiding Stars Songbook Quilt Along, that's coming up very soon. And then also coming up, the next 3 that we're going to try to do over the, before the end of the year. The next 3 are Merry and Brightly. So that's on the radar as well as Granny's Teapots. We are still on schedule. I just spoke to Riley Blake this week. We are on schedule to receive all the Granny Chic collection in September. So they're waiting for a few bolts that are due to arrive in early September. So I'm scheduled to have it shipped to me in September. So then I have time to cut up the kits and get them out to you so we can start that quilt along sometime in October. So Granny's Teapots is coming in October, and also Roadside Harvest by Corey Yoder using her Cozy Up fabric collection. That is also on the agenda. So we're going to crank out some quilts here. And I feel super bad because I feel like I'm not very organized and doing a very good job right now about marketing that information to you and kind of coming up with a clear plan. I'm aware of this. Like, I know that I'm failing in this area right now. And my hope, as we get kind of more things under control with the business and maybe some help, my hope is that that will get better and that things will be better planned out and better communicated to you guys so you aren't wondering what is going on. So that is my plan. So we have a lot of stuff coming up and it's going to be fun. Darn it. You're going to have fun with Happy Little Stitch Shop. My Wi-Fi stays on to the... Hello, Bethula. Elizabeth, I watched your vintage Christmas video the other day and was wondering if there was a cutting guide for the fabric that is shared for different blocks. What? I watched your vintage Christmas video the other day and was wondering if there was a cutting guide for the fabric that is shared for different blocks. I don't know. I don't know what you mean, Elizabeth. I'm not sure what you're asking, but I would love to answer it if I could. So while you let me know what you mean, I'm going to talk about quilting. We're going to start with quilting first, and then we're going to end with cross stitch this week because we did it the other way last week. First of all, I have to show you. Look at the buttons. Look at the buttons I made. Like if you use a fat quarter for the puppy block for like a... Oh. It's a cutting guide. So there's not, I'm just going by what's in the Vintage Christmas book. So there's not really a cutting guide that's available. Most everything that it starts with is a fat quarter. So there are some other cuts in the kit, but all of the prints come from fat quarters, and most of the other cuts in that kit are for background or border or sashing, that type of stuff. But all of the prints that we're using from the Cozy Christmas collection, in the kit, they essentially got a fat quarter bundle. So for all of those, we're starting with a fat quarter. Yeah, so look, these are it. I'm trying to like show you without, but they're so cute and so easy. Like what, why haven't I done this before? Like super easy. I always thought, oh my gosh, covered buttons are so challenging. And then I watched the Lori Holt video. I found this on eBay. I thought it was so cute. I really love pottery. And I saw this and I was like, oh my gosh, that is a sewing room necessity. So I found it on eBay. It's very cute. I love the little bird bowl. Look at that. These are so fun to make. Satisfying, quick, and just have a little container of buttons. And then look, we have these in the shop. This is from Songbook. We have these little tins in the shop. If you search for Songbook tin, you'll probably be able to find it. But I put the rest of my button kit in here. So this is going to be my covered button kit. So I'm excited about that. Do you know when the backing for the snowed in fabric line will be in the shop? So last I heard, they were expecting for it to ship in August. I have not heard an update since then for the snowed in wide back fabric. Although August is rapidly closing and I have not gotten any shipment notification. So now I have my fingers crossed for September. Riley Blake is really good about giving updates about stuff like that. So typically I'll probably hear from them soon if it's been, pushed back even further than, over the next few weeks. So I'm hoping it comes soon. They had said August is closing, so now it's looking like it might be September. Yeah, never made them before. I was always kind of scared of them because I thought there was a lot more involved in it. And when I watched it on Lori's video, I was like, well, that's it. I can do that. And so I saw Jennifer posted hers on the Facebook group. And I thought, ooh, I need to just get a kit and just jump into that. And so I got a kit and made a bunch of buttons. Like I made all of these probably in 10 minutes, under 10 minutes, super fast. And I thought they were cute in this little bowl. But somebody had a good idea about doing a jar of covered buttons, which is a good idea. This comes from a kit. So it's a button kit. It's just a Dritz. I was actually going to look to see if I could carry some in the shop. But they have 2 pieces to them. So it's just a metal button top that you cover. And then this is the back that gets put onto it with that little thing that you can put a safety pin through, or you can sew through it or whatever, however you want to attach it to whatever you're doing. But it's just this kit of pieces, and then you cover the buttons and you're good to go. I know. These tins are super cute and they're very reasonably priced. And it says, even so, it's well with my soul. And they're perfect little gifts. Like just a cute little gift to give to someone. They're really cute. I was thinking that maybe something you could cover in your video, like the best way. Oh, yes, but make the most out of your... I see what you're saying, Elizabeth. I would totally do that in a video. However, I don't feel like I'm very good at that. I'm not very good at figuring out the best way to make use of that fat quarter. So I understand what you mean now. Although I don't know that I would be great at doing that. That's a great idea to use that tin for your buttons. I also made the Cassidy keychain and Lori's crochet flower fun little projects. Hello, Jenny. Stacy, I have another jar set aside for them, but I love the idea of the tin for the parts. Yeah, for sure. I was like, what am I going to do? Because once you open that package, then it doesn't stay shut again. It's like, what am I going to do with these extra pieces till I get a chance to get to them? And my thought is that I will add different size buttons, not just do the same size all the time. And so I thought, this tin is perfect for that. I'll just keep everything right in here. And I'll know that this is my covered button tin. Also, the mini sampler, chunky thread in a jar. Oh, yes. Okay, so Jenny, I'm just going to jump right into that then. Because Jennifer, which do you prefer, Jen? Also got some of the sampler thread. So this is in the shop now. The chunky thread by Lori Holt. The sampler packs arrived. And so we have sampler package number 3, sampler package number 4, and sampler package number 2. And these are all listed in the shop. And if you look at our website, I have added a section on the home page of our website. If you go to the menu, you can now see right there that there's a crochet menu. Ta-da! So that's where these are listed. And I know that some people, as we've been getting more and more stuff on the website, you've been having a harder time finding something. So number one, the search function is your friend, number one. And number two, I'm working to try to break some of that stuff down. So I'm going to try to put a menu out there for needle minders. I'm going to try to put a menu out there for, just break it down a little bit more instead of having everything shoved into Notions. I'm going to try to put a new to the shop menu out there. So all of that stuff is in my mind, and I'm hoping to have time to execute it sometime in the near future. But in the meantime, use the search function because that will be your friend in finding what you need. But these will be easy because these are under the crochet menu. And they're the only three things under the crochet menu right now is sampler 1 or 2, 3, and 4. So these are in the shop. Jen added them to her order and she got them and she shared a post to Facebook, our Facebook group, Happy Little Stitchers, today or yesterday. And she's going to put them in a jar. And how cute will that be? Because when we do the, I'm also going to have regular skeins in the shop. So eventually that crochet menu will have chunky thread, and then it might have notions or accessories, separate menus, sub-menus under that menu. But for right now, since these were the only 3 things, I just put them under crochet. But eventually I'll have the regular skeins of yarn that will be available on the shop as well. But how cute would that be, yarn in a jar? I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. It would be fun to make a couple from each quilt you make and keep in a jar. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Sherry, you could use the covered buttons on quilts to match. Yep, sure could. It was fun and quick. I used those little tins for my thread trash. Oh, that's a good idea. I'm cross-stitching on the go or in the living room. Just love miscellaneous little tins. Me too, and I don't have enough of them. That's how I feel. I don't have enough of them. Now back to the shop. I saw that new section. It is exciting. I'm pumped. Watched Lori's first crochet video this week, trying to learn to crochet before Granny Squares. I watched it as well, and it frightened me a little bit. I'll be honest with you, Jane. I was a little frightened. I think 4 is sold out. No way. It cannot be sold out. It's not supposed to be sold out. I know for a fact that I still have some in the shop. But these are the things that I need to know, because sometimes if I'm quick trying to put stuff in there, I might not put the right quantity in or something like that. Chunky. All I have to do is search for chunky. Oh no, it does say 0. But I know that I have some available. So I'm going to put there. It shouldn't say 0 anymore, but thank you for letting me know that. And please let me know if you come across stuff like that. It never hurts just to ask, because I very likely could have made an error. Love the jar idea. So I have more I just put it out there. When I got them, I was like, mini, don't know what I'm expecting. A couple checked. And they're a small size. Where to get cheap jars? Right, cheap jars. Well, the dollar store, or Amazon. Sometimes you can find a pack of jars out there. I just got a little. I copied Lori Holt, and I got a little jar from Amazon for all of my bias tape makers. It was bugging me that they were just in a cup, and I liked her idea a lot better, as always. And so I got a little jar, and I put them in a jar. So I got that on Amazon. Do you guys also want to see? What? Oh, look at that. I got the dough bowl for my pillows. Okay, Stacy, do you have an order out there? You might. Yeah, I can for sure add that to your order. Just send me something to remind me. I may pull up if you search. Jenny, oh my gosh, you and me both, my friend. COVID eating has not been kind to me either, but oh well. I've made a chain, and that's as far as I've gotten. Putting in my cart now. Jenny, that is funny. At thrift shops, you can find different size. Oh, for sure. Yeah, check out thrift shops. Joanne Fabric carries ball jars. Awesome. Love it. Do you guys like it? So this is my dough bowl. That looks perfect for the pillows, Angela, says Sharon. Hobby Lobby has cheapest jars. And pro tip, if it's not on sale this week, you go the next week. All of their products go 50% off every other week. Love the dough bowl. Love the dough bowl. Love your dough bowl. Oh my gosh, awesome dough bowl. Where did you find the dough bowl? I found this at a local place. A local shop had one that was white, which I had not seen before, and I kind of liked it. So, although, I don't know, maybe it matches too much the background of the pillow. Maybe it would have been better to get a darker one. But this was at a local spot. And I think it's fun because it showcases them nicely. And look, it sits right back there. It's kind of fun. I like it. I like it. Okay, so I shared my cover buttons. I shared my tin. I shared the chunky thread. We talked about quilt alongs. All right, let's jump in. We got a lot of new stuff in the shop. Right? I thought so too, Lisa. As soon as I had originally, I have this really cute, it's kind of an aqua colored bowl, but it's deep. And so they just don't lay right in there. Like I kept messing around with them. I thought maybe if I get more, I can just display the seasonal ones on top and have the other ones on the bottom, but it just never worked out right. I never liked how they were displayed. And so I was on a mission to find something, and right away, dough bowl came to my mind, but I thought, oh, sometimes you have to find the right one. And I was out shopping with my daughters and my mom and my sister for Mother's Day because we were getting my mom something. And I saw that and I thought, oh, that would be really, really great for those pillows. But then I kind of wanted to wait, and I was going to see if it was going to go on sale. And then I just went back and got it because I was afraid that they were going to sell out. And so when I was out running my kids around, I had like a chunk of time before one was going to be done, but I had to drop the other ones off. So I had a little bit of time in there. And so I ran to the store quick, and I thought, if they still have one, I'm just going to get it because I'm kind of worried that they're going to sell out and then I'm not going to be able to get it. So they had one and I got it. So I like it. I'm happy with it. Oh, that's a good idea to add a little something to it. I just got some, Laura. I just got some mushroom in. And was it Jenny? I just got the sparkly Ada in too, but I haven't had time to cut it up or get it in the system. And I ran out of labels. And so my husband is actually right now running to get labels so that we can get all of that stuff ready, cut up, bagged, and in the system. So it'll be online. So hopefully later today or tomorrow, or for sure over the weekend, that will be back in stock. So I just ordered some, and it's coming. It's here. Okay, so let me start to get through some stuff here because I do have to run my daughter and my son. I'm going to start somebody else at the orthodontist. My gosh, like what is the deal? Too many orthodontist kids in this family. We will probably have, for sure, 4 out of the 6, possibly 5 out of the 6 that will need braces. It's giving me a panic attacklet. Yay, good. I want to order it when I get my early American. Oh, good. Oh, and invoicing. Let me quick tell you about that. So the sampler of the month has been throwing us off at the end of every month because the supplier doesn't get it. Like they just got it today and it's not on their website yet. I had to call them and say, do you have this yet? Because I need to order it so that it can get here so then I can get it out to my people. And he said, yes, it is here. It just arrived. It's not on the website yet. I went ahead and ordered it. He allowed me to order it, even though it's not out there yet. So I'm waiting for that to come in order to do invoicing. So I'm sorry that it's late. I'm aware that it's late. And that's why it's delayed. And we're going to start invoicing people who don't have sampler of the month. We're going to start that today, tomorrow, and over the weekend. And then once sampler of the month arrives, then everybody who's part of the sampler of the month stitch along will get their invoices as soon as that arrives. Oh my gosh, it's too much, Tammy. Okay, so quit. A restock. My favorite, one of my favorite things right now in the shop are these tins. I am trying very hard not to just get more to fill with goodies. So these are back in stock, and I ordered a ton of them. So we have a lot in stock right now. We have a tower of boxes right by in the shop that is filled with these. So these are the Be Organized storage tins, project tins, I think is what they're called, by Lori Holt from her Be Organized line of goodies. So these are in the shop, restocked in the shop, ready to ship. I seriously love those. And it's a set of 2. Someone had asked me that. You get 2? Yes, it's a set of 2. I'm sure I bought our orthodontist a car. I know. That's how I feel a little bit myself. Like, oh my gosh. This is probably not I don't know. I don't know if I should have done it or not, but I said to the orthodontist, because my oldest was in braces, and like halfway through her braces, they wanted my middle daughter to have braces. And I said to the orthodontist, is it urgent? Like, can she wait just a little bit? Can we get through with this one before we start another one? And he kind of looked at me and I said, if she needs it, then by all means I will do it. But if you feel like, okay, doesn't have to happen right now, we can wait a few months and start her then. If that's the case, then maybe I would err towards waiting a few months, And he's like, yeah, it's not urgent. We can totally wait a few months. He said, that's a really good question. I was feeling like that was a terrible mom question. But now with the 4 all at one time, I feel like we're never going to be able to do one at a time. They're just all going to be in it at the same time. So it was good while it lasted. Okay, also restocked the Stitch Mug. The Stitch Mug is back in the shop. Restocked, ready to ship. So darn cute. Perfect for a little gift and for yourself. I love it. I love my Stitch Mug. It's over there. I plan to collect all of them. This is in the shop, ready to ship. Okay, then we've got a few new things and some things that aren't new but have become available. So I wanted to share it with you guys first in case anybody wanted stuff. First of all, we have Story Time by American Jane. These arrived in the shop. So fat quarter bundles are here. I think charm packs, there's some other pre-cuts as well, but this is what the collection looks like. It's a rainbow of beautiful fabrics, and it's in the shop. Storytime pre-cuts by American Jane in the shop. We joke that hubby's mom put his orthopedic surgeon's kids through college with all the broken bones. Oh no, that's not what you want to have. That does not sound enjoyable at all. Okay, also brand new in the shop, Red Barn Christmas by Sweetwater. So the pre-cuts are listed in the shop. We have fat quarter bundles, we have mini charm packs, and we have charm packs listed in the shop. Those of you who reserved the bundle, invoices have been emailed. The panel is not here yet. So I'm waiting for the panel to be able to invoice you guys. And the Oh Holy Night quilt kit requires the panel. So if you ordered the Oh Holy Night quilt kit, I can't invoice you for that yet either because the panel's not here. But pre-cuts are in the shop and they are ready to ship. And this is Red Barn Christmas by Sweetwater Fabric. So that is brand new, just arrived in the shop. Along with that comes the Starlight Quilt Kit by Sweetwater, featuring the Red Barn Christmas fabric collection. And it comes in this adorable keepsake box. And this is the quilt that you're going to make with it. So this is in the shop. If you reserved this one, your invoice has been emailed, and we still have some available. And so the rest of them are all listed in the shop. So this one is called Starlight, Starlite, Starlight Quilt Kit. And if you search for that at happylittlestitchshop.com, it should pop up and it will be there for you. Okay, this one has become available and people have asked me for it. And this is the last one we have. This is the Christmas Morning by Lello Boutique. It's the Peace on Earth panel. And these are going to be hard to come by because they're sold out at Moda. They've been selling like hotcakes, and this is the last one that I have left. So if you are interested in this one, it is in the shop right now. Just yardage, Lisa. Just yardage. Yeah, because for the Granny's teapots, the fabric requirements call for a layer cake. And so I said to my person at Riley Blake, I said, can I get a layer cake? And she's like, no. So I'm going to have to cut up all of those layer cakes for the kids. So there's no pre-cuts. There are no pre-cuts available for Granny Chic anymore. Just yardage. So that's Christmas Morning. Christmas Morning panel is in the shop. Also newly available, not new to the shop, but newly available, Harvest Moon. This is by Fig Tree and Company. This is the Harvest Moon quilt kit. It comes in this adorable keepsake box. And this features the Pumpkins and Blossoms fabric collection by Fig Tree, which is a fabulous collection. I really, really like that collection. So this kit is available in the shop right now. You can search for Harvest Moon and it should pop up for you. Okay. Then I'm excited to tell you that Cozy Up. Why didn't I grab? Cozy Up by Corey Yoder is starting to trickle in. So we have pre-cuts. I do not have yardage yet. Yardage is coming, but I have pre-cuts available in the shop. So we have Cozy Up 5-inch stackers. We have Cozy Up mini charms. I have a few Cozy Up jelly rolls. Look at those. I have Cozy Up fat quarter bundles, and I don't know why I didn't pull one to share with you. So Cozy Up fat quarter bundles are listed in the shop as well. And yes, Tammy P says, is your 7-inch clapper sold out? Yes, it is. I have the 12-inch clapper. The 7-inch clapper is still on back order. So the 12-inch clapper, the Taylor's clapper, is in stock. Those shipped and arrived, but they didn't have the 7-inch ones done yet. So those are still on back order. They are on order. I just haven't received them yet because they're not available yet. So those will be coming. But in the meantime, the 12-inch clapper is still in stock. Okay. Looky, looky. Roadside Harvest has arrived. We are doing a quilt along for this puppy, and it is so cute. And this one might just be the one that satisfies my fall quilt itch that I have been having. I'm so bummed that I don't have a fall quilt because I love fall. It's my favorite season. And this one is so darn cute. It is so adorable. I love it. I love the colors. I love this collection. Some of the prints in this collection have little tiny acorns on them. They're so cute. And I love these plaid pumpkins. And I love the plaid that you're not piecing all of these squares. Corey said that the gingham in the collection, the gingham prints are what are used to make these pumpkins, which is brilliant. It's so good. Like you don't have to piece all of that. So I am super excited about this. I love the trucks. I love the pumpkins. I love the leaves. It has everything that I love. I think that this border is gorgeous. It's one of my favorite colors in this collection. So we are doing a quilt along for this. And I looked at the pattern quick today. This just literally arrived yesterday. I looked at the pattern quick today, and it looks like it's broken down into about 4 sections. So I think that we might be able to, get started on this hopefully sooner rather than later. And we'll do the quilt along in maybe about 4 weeks or so. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we might be able to do it in about 4 weeks. So we'll have to see. But it's here, and we still have some in the shop. I have not emailed out invoices yet for this, so I am going to be emailing invoices for those who reserved it, but we have extra, and it's available in the shop to purchase. You don't have to reserve it. You can just go to the shop and purchase it, and it will be shipped to you. But for those who need backing for it, which I hope all of you who reserved it with us will get backing with us too, the yardage isn't here yet, but it will be coming. I would imagine it's coming soon since we're receiving all of this stuff. So yardage is to come yet, which also from this collection we had on reservation the autumnal quilt kit, and I can't make that until the yardage arrives. So that one you won't get an invoice yet until the yardage gets here. But Roadside Harvest is here, and I'm pretty excited about it. That autumnal one, though, is really cute as well. I was almost tempted to make that one, too, because that one's super, super cute. So, yay, says Tammy. I've been waiting for that one. So adorable. It is so cute. I'm so excited. Okay, also arrived in the shop. This is one of the items that Lori recommended for her My Happy Place quilt along. If you read her Be Prepared blog post, the 20.5 by 20.5 trim it ruler is something that she recommends because she uses it for this quilt. And so I ordered it, and it is in the shop, and it is massive, and I now have boxes in the shop to be able to ship it. So that was a little bit of a roadblock when it first arrived. I was like, oh my gosh, I don't have a box to fit that in. The boxes are here. So these are shipping out right away. We've already shipped a few, and we have more left in the shop. So the 20.5 by 20.5 trim it ruler is in the shop. Yes, I can, Stephanie. So that collection is due in November. Typically, the quilt kit arrives a little bit after the collection releases. So I was thinking it would probably, guessing, arrive in December. Not a great time to start a quilt along. So we're looking at starting the Midnight Garden in January. So that's what we're looking at right now for Midnight Garden. Midnight Garden is a quilt along that we're doing featuring the Indigo Garden fabric collection by Heather Peterson for Riley Blake Designs. Heather did the Snowed In fabric collection that we did this quilt along for. I loved this quilt along, which, by the way, I have more of these in the shop that I forgot to pull. I just cut up more of these Let It Snow quilt kits. That's what this quilt is back here. Let It Snow by Heather Peterson. I just cut up more of these and listed a few more in the shop because people had been asking for it. So Let It Snow is in the shop. But this was such a fun quilt to put together, and her quilt pattern was wonderful. Like, it was very well written, very easy to follow, very quilter friendly. And so I'm excited. It made me excited to jump into Midnight Garden, having done this one and enjoyed it so much. I'm really excited to do Midnight Garden. So that will be starting in January. Okay, let me move this massive ruler out of the way because we have another massive thing, brand new in the shop, the Easy Trace Light Box by Lori Holt. So this was also something that was recommended to trace your embroidery designs onto your blocks. I have a light box, and I find it really, really helpful. I've used it for other things, even other than quilting, but I've used it for my quilting stuff that I've done too, and it's very, very helpful. So the Easy Trace, I didn't get many of them. I only got a few because I didn't know if they would go, but the Easy Trace Light Box by Lori Holt is in the shop. I'm having trouble which group of samplers I want to buy from Threads. That bind line, I can only get one bundle. Which would you recommend or like best? I would have to look at those again. And I can, next week I will try, and maybe you could send me an email to remind me, but I will try to pull the catalog because you can get a little bit of a better picture from the catalog than the images that they gave us to put online. So I was a little bit bummed that you can't see the whole sampler. I feel like the pictures could have been a little bit better to be able to allow you guys to see what the samplers are. Valeria, thank you so much. Thank you, Valeria. That is so, so nice of you. I really appreciate that. And I hope that you are well. So I will grab the catalog because you might be able to see a little bit more and try to share that next week, which might help you. And then it'll allow me to refresh my memory, which one I liked the best. I feel like there was one that was called Water's Edge that I thought was really pretty. But I can't remember all of them. There's like a rhubarb one and I'd have to look at it. So I'm going to try to grab the catalog to share next week. Hello, Valeria. Thank you so, so much. So the Light Box by Lori Holt is in the shop. And then, you guys, my daughter put together our Friday Fat Quarter Bundle this week. She did it all by herself, zero input from me. She had a vision of what she wanted to do. She actually came to me and she said, can I do, and it is making it hard to choose. And I apologize for that, Jacqueline, because I felt the same way. And I wish that there were better pictures for me to share. But I can share what's in the catalog, and that might give you a little bit of a better idea. And if you're anxious to see it before next week, you can go and watch the Moda new release party and try to just fast forward through until I'm talking about Threads That Bind. And then you can see those catalog pictures there. So that might help. I'm having my hair done and the internet is very low. Well, have fun having your hair done. That's a lot of fun. I'll have a little relaxing time. Yeah, so she came to me, Tammy, and she said, I was like, oh, I got to pull stuff for Fat Quarter Friday. I want to get that done so that I can share it tomorrow. And she came to me and she said, can I do it? And I said, what do you mean, can you do it? And she goes, I have an idea of what I would like to do. Can I pull the fabric? And I said, really? And she said, yeah. And I was like, have at it. I mean, go for it. And she said, how many fabrics do you want? I said, 9. You know, we've been doing 9. That seems to be a good number. And so she went to town pulling the fabric and she started cutting it up. And do you guys want to see the bundle? I was kind of proud of her. So she must be kind of, usually during the summer, we try to go camping. And usually when we go camping, we're by a lake. And so my kids really love the lake. Usually by like Lake Michigan is typically where we go. And so they love the lake and we haven't been able to go. And we've been lamenting that we haven't gone this summer. And so I feel like she is missing her lake time that she hasn't gotten. So she came up with a bundle that she named herself. She calls it Lakeside. And here is what she has pulled. This is the Lakeside bundle. What do you think? I thought it was pretty good. I was like, wow, you did a nice job. And she said, it kind of reminds me of the lake. And so she did some darker blues at the bottom into some lighter blues and aquas and then some greens. And then she even threw a little Lori Holt in there with that on the top. So this is the Lakeside bundle that my eldest put together. Right here. It's very pretty, very pretty. I have to go pick up my son. He's driving me around. Good luck. Stay safe. She has a good eye. Wow, that bundle is gorgeous. Great job. Great color choices. Cute. She did great. Beautiful colors. She has great taste. Yeah, so I was like, do you want to pull bundles every week? Like maybe you should just do the bundles every week. This is very good. You know, very creative. It was a pull of a bunch of different collections. So it's not like she was just trying to stay safe and stay within one collection. She pulled from a bunch of different collections. And I think they go together really nicely. So this is out there. So this is our Fat Quarter Friday bundle. It's called Lakeside. And it is on our homepage right now. So if you go to happylittlestitchshop.com, you should see it right on our homepage. It takes you, there's a button you can click and it takes you right to the page to purchase it if you're interested in it. But this is our Fat Quarter bundle for this week. So that's that. That's it for quilting. That's all I have for quilting right now, I think. And she named it nicely. I know. So I think she was feeling the lakeside, the draw to the lakeside. Okay. Oh, also back in stock. I forgot to tell you my favorite tomato pincushion. New needle minder. I love this one. I really do. So this is back in stock. I also ordered a bunch of these because they sold out so quickly the first time. So this is by Lori Holt, and this is the large needle minder that is now in the shop. And then I also restocked her other flower needle minder. This is also a large version needle minder, and so this is the flower one. So both of those are in stock, ready to ship. And then we are getting ready to enter a new month of stitch alongs. First of all, let me tell you, my oldest has been asking to do the Hawk Run Hollow Halloween pattern. And so we just cut her fabric yesterday. So she is getting ready to start, and she's pretty excited about it. So I'm excited to share that with you. And as she stitches, and she might not have a lot of time, so it might be kind of slow because once school starts, she's going to be very busy. But as she stitches, I will be sure to share it with you guys here. Yeah, those needle minders are huge, but I love them. I didn't think I was going to like the big ones, but I really like this one in particular. I can't speak for the flower one because I haven't used it, but I really like the tomato one. So I'll be sure to share any progress that she has with you guys. Okay, so I want to go through quickly what we are moving into for this month. I know, and I'm tossing around a little bit about doing a Hawk Run Hollow stitch along in the new year because they're really pretty. I like them. I like the one that she picked. I also like the autumn version. I like the houses and the village. I like all of the ones that we have in the shop right now. And I'm thinking about maybe doing some type of stitch along with it in the new year. So we'll have to see. Yeah, and I just ordered Farms of Hawk Run. And so that's coming to the shop as well. So they're pretty cool. They're pretty cool. I know she's already helping out so much around here. I said to my husband, no offense to you, but when my most competent employee is my 14-year-old daughter, then we might be in trouble. He's like, I agree with you. I completely agree. So we're working on remedying that situation, but she really does a good job, and she picks stuff up very quickly, and she understands what I'm talking about. Like she knows. Like we were talking about floss kits this morning, and she knows exactly what I'm talking about without me having to go into long, drawn-out explanations. She's very, very helpful. Very helpful. But eventually she'll be getting a job outside of the house. So, okay. So for early Americans, we are moving into our last chart of this series. Did I order that, Terry? I saw it and I thought I put it in my cart. I'm not sure if I did order it. Now that you're asking me that question, I'm not sure. But I can for sure add it to my next order. That's not a problem at all. They do have it because I remember looking at it. If I didn't order it this time, then I can for sure order it next time. How many times a year is a needle? I think it's twice a year. I think there's one in the spring and there's one in the fall. So I think there's one in March and there's one like at the end of August. So I think it's 2 times a year. So we're moving into our last chart for early Americans. We are going to be stitching Molly Pitcher. Look at that. That's what we're moving into for September. We're also moving into our last Glitter Village. Glitter House 9 is what we will be stitching in September. We're moving on to a new teeny tiny pillows. We are moving on to stitch card set C. And a lot of you have asked, can we pick up the pace a little bit so that we can get caught up, which I am all for. So I'm not gonna send 2 a month, but maybe we'll send it every other month for a while, and see how that goes. So keep an eye out, maybe not next month, but the month after for stitch card set D. And this is an ongoing club, so you're welcome to join whenever you want. And then we'll just work to get you caught up to wherever you need to be caught up to. So this is stitch card set C that we are starting to stitch in September. I have been waiting to get to this because I think that is so cute. I'm really excited to stitch that. So that one we're going to be starting in September. We're also moving on in Snow Village to Snowball Stand. This is what we're stitching in September. For Country Cottage Needleworks Cottage of the Month, we are moving on to October. We will also be stitching October for the Sampler of the Month. I don't have that yet to be able to share with you. For our Animal Stacks by Plum Street Samplers, we're moving on to Raccoon Rabble. This one is super cute. Look at those cute raccoons with that pumpkin. A little bit of fall stitching. I'm very excited about it. I am so behind on Snow Village as well, Elizabeth. You are not alone. We're also moving on to Art Gallery in the Main Street series. And Calendar Crates by Stitching with the Housewives. We're moving on to October. And for Hometown Holidays by Little House Needleworks, we are moving on to Toy Store and Town Church. And then we are starting our Brick House Sampler. This is by With Thy Needle and Thread. We are doing this as a stitch along, and we have Annie B's, Annie from Annie B's Folk Art stitching with us. And we also have Lori Holt stitching with us. They are joining our stitch along. So I'm pretty excited about that. And I think I just have not done a good job of marketing that. So I probably need to step it up a little bit with that. So this one is going to be fun to stitch as well. So I'm excited about that. It is sold out, Mary, but there's a chance that I will have stuff available for you. I just need to make sure that the people who reserved the spots get their stuff first. And then there's a chance that I could have some stuff left. Sometimes people don't follow through on their reservations and spots open up and that kind of stuff. So there is a chance. So this will be a lot of fun. So I'm excited about that. Then I got a gift in the mail last week after our live stream on Thursday. Our friend Tammy made me some project bags. It is so, so nice. So I need to share them with you and show you. I don't remember if I signed up for the sampler so long. I don't remember either, but I can look it up and I can tell you. I know. So I will work on that for you, Mary. Did you send invoices out for Brick House yet? I have not, Tammy. No, I have not sent out. We're trying to finalize the, get the floss kits finalized, and the sampler of the month chart being delayed has not helped matters at all. So invoices are coming soon, but they have not gone out yet. So here's what Tammy S sent me. Look, it is so cute. She made this gingerbread project bag. I'm assuming for the gingerbread so long that's starting next in October, which hopefully I will be able to keep up with. But it is super cute. And this zipper pull is darling. It's beautiful. So that she made that, and then she made a little pouch to go with it. And again, the cute zipper pull. And this is for, like, you know, your scissors and stuff like that. But that's not all, my friends. Look at this. I flip it over and I open it up. And I've got a little needle keep and I've got a thread keep section. So cute. And it buttons shut so that everything stays nice and safe inside there. And then all my other goodies go up front here in the zipper part. It's so cute. So thank you so, so much, Tammy. These are beautiful. And I thank you for thinking of me. Like, that's super generous of you. And I really, really, really appreciate it. Like, seriously, from the bottom of my heart, I really, really appreciate it. That's very kind of you. to think of me and send me a gift. And from my understanding, Tammy makes project bags. So you should, if you're looking for a project bag, if you want to get a project bag from her, you can always check her out. She's on Instagram as I Love Quilting 13, I think. Or you know her through here. You can always reach out and get in touch with her. So thank you so, so much, Tammy. That was really, really nice of you. I love it, love it, love it. Those gingerbread men are too cute to hide. That's awesome. So cute. Tammy, you did a nice job on those. Super adorable. You're so talented. Love that. That is so clever. You're welcome. You do so much for all of us. Well, I'm happy to. That was really, really nice of you. So thank you, Tammy. And then I do have a few, some stitching progress that I can actually share with you today. So pick yourself up from the floor, join us again, and I will show you what I've gotten done. First up, this is Hometown Holidays, and I finished Main Street Station. So that, I'm doing mine on Desert Opalescent, 25 count Lugana by Wichell. I love it. I just ordered more to have more in the shop. And this is Main Street Station, all done. I did it. I can't see what is happening. I'm trying to get you a good picture without making you sick. There. There. Maybe that's okay. That train was really cute. I liked doing the train. Oh, I haven't added my bird's legs. Okay, my birds don't have legs. But the rest of it is done. Thank you, Sharon. Very nice. Love the glittery fabric. Me too. It's one of my favorites right now. I love with these project bags. Wow, that's so beautiful. Okay, so that one I have progress on. I don't know if I have progress on this one. Whoa. This one is Flea Market Flowers. We are working through our stitch along for this one. This is by Lori Holt. And for September, we're going to be working on the big flower that goes right underneath this blue one. So this is my progress so far. I have not started on September yet, but let me show you. So this one is the one we're going to work on for September. That's the focus for September. So that's for Flea Market Flowers. And then, okay, I added the stitch. A little jingly. I kind of like it. A little jingly. See, here is my gigantic needle minder, and I love it. I love it. And I'm kind of digging using these bitty boards. Okay, guys, so I was going to start a Christmas teeny tiny pillow to add to my dough bowl. I decided to jump into fall. So I'm doing Farm Girl Fall, and I'm picking out, you know, one at a time to add to. I don't know if I'll do all of them. And I've changed the colors a little bit for some of it, and I've changed the border, but I'm going to make pillows, fall pillows, to add to my dough bowl. So here is what I have. I am making the pumpkin first. I had to start with the pumpkin, and that's how far I got. I changed the border, and I made the border in a different color. And I think the rest of the colors are the same, I think. No, the orange might not be the same. Oh, yeah. I think the orange is the same. I haven't put the orange on here yet, but yeah, it's the same. This is the orange I'm using. So I'm making the pumpkin, and then this is going to be a teeny tiny pillow, and I should have that done fairly soon, actually. So I might post about that this weekend once I get it done. And then I will be ready to jump into the stitch card set C. So this is my stitch card. This is my teeny tiny pillow bag. So stitch card set C, I'll be ready to jump into that and then to do some more Christmas ones. So that's where I'm at with a little bit of progress. Let's see. Love the glittery fabric. Love the project bags. Beautiful. I want to stitch everything on opalescent. I know. It's so pretty, that fabric is. That desert opalescent. It's so pretty. Flea market flowers is so much fun to stitch. That is an easy one to like get carried away with and just not want to stop stitching. I feel the same way when I start stitching that one. And did you guys know, I came across this just by chance yesterday. I wish that there was a way to like know that these things are coming so that I could be better prepared and actually plan stuff for our community to do with it. But did you guys see that this is coming soon from Lori Holt? Have you guys seen this? It's called So Happy. And so I would really love to be prepared and like do a stitch along for this. I love this. Like, I love it. Put it on my wall in my sewing room. I love it. And so I just happened to come across it yesterday. I wasn't looking for it. I was looking for something else. I happened to see this and I was like, oh my gosh, that is darling. I wish that I knew about it so that I could plan. What is what about, Elizabeth? I know. So it's super cute. And I would love to do a stitch along. So if you guys are interested in doing this, I so appreciate it if you can give me time to be able to plan once I find out about stuff that's happening. So just stick with me and don't go someplace else to get it, because I would love to do it. And I just sometimes need the extra time to plan because I don't find out about it ahead of time. So mom has not been stitching a lot. Right now she has this thing, this like kink in her neck, which is causing her not to be able to be very comfortable stitching. But in general, over the summer, she tends to not stitch a lot or do a lot of crafting because usually they're outside busy doing stuff. So she's not had a lot of time for stitching, and it's starting to bug her a little bit. Like she feels bad about it. She said to me just the other day, I have to get caught up on my stitching. And I was like, Mom, it's okay. Like, don't start stressing yourself out about it. Don't worry about it. When you have updates to share, just give them to me and I'll share them with people, but don't get stressed about it. So she hasn't been stitching as much. That's why you have not seen updates. I have not seen that. I need that on my wall in my sewing room, right? I agree. I agree, Cynthia. So happy. So I don't know what it's about. I just saw this yesterday, and I don't know if it's like a cross stitch to go along with her My Happy Place, because it's supposed to be releasing soon. So I'm put a notification in to be notified when it's ready to be released, so then I can go ahead and order it right away. But I don't know. I don't know what the deal is with it. I don't know. Just So Happy cross stitch. I didn't know, and I wish that I could know when her cross stitches were coming out, because that would really help with being able to plan stuff. Because oftentimes when something is newly released, that's when people want to get it, so they're going to go wherever they can to get it at that time. And if I'm just finding out about it when all of you guys are, then I don't have time to prepare. I don't have time to get the cloth or to get the floss together to, make sure I'm on the ball with ordering the pattern. So I was really happy to see this yesterday. I mean, it's still not early because it's supposed to release in August. I don't know if it's going to arrive in August or not, but it's super cute. I really love it. And so I would love to do that stuff here, and be able to be a little bit more prepared than just reacting and catching up. You know what I mean? That would be fun stitch along. We'll wait. Oh, good. Thank you. It's not out yet, Gayleen. Nope. It's not outlet. I love it too, Debbie. I think it's so cute. It would be a great stitch along. I'm so happy. It would be perfect. I hope she feels better. I get it. Winter is so much. It is a better stitching time. And, you know, it's supposed to be kind of fun for her. So I don't ever want her to feel pressured. I don't want anybody to feel pressured. It takes the fun out of stitching if people feel pressure about it. So our motto is like, you know, life comes up sometimes, and sometimes you don't get as much time to do the stitching stuff that you want. And sometimes that can be stressful, but, you know, I hope that it's supposed to be a good outlet for people. It makes people happy and re-energizes us and refuels us. So I will definitely share, though, once she has some stitching done. Terry C. definitely will wait and stitch and buy with you. Oh, yay. Thank you. Valeria, count me in. Tammy, tell mom stitching is supposed to be fun. Oh, hey, we're totally thinking the same way. I know sometimes it is hard because it does get stressful when you're like, oh no, I want to get this done. I want to get this done. I want to get this done. It does get stressful, and it's easy to kind of roll into that, you know, become a little stress ball. So I try to keep reminding people it's not supposed to be stressful. Have fun with it. Let all that stress just be a duck. Let it be water off your back. Okay. Yes, you do need a little bit of a break. Then it makes you more excited to get back to it. So I'm excited to tackle all this stuff with you guys. So we've got lots of quilt-alongs coming up. I'd like to, I agree with you, Stacy. Yes, I like that idea for sure. I'd like to get organized with the quilt-alongs and get information out there to you guys so we can start tackling those. I'm super excited about that. Oh my gosh, like we have some excellent quilt-alongs coming up. We have the Halloween one, which I'm super excited about, the patchwork quilt one. We have Guiding Stars, which I love. I love, love, love. And so I'm excited about that. We have Roadside Harvest. We have Merry and Brightly, Granny's Teapots, My Happy Place. We have a lot of stuff coming up. So hold on tight. School's going to get back into session here, which sometimes brings a little bit more of a rhythm to the chaotic schedule. So just bear with me over these next couple weeks if I'm a little bit scattered, because I'm going to try to get everybody settled into school, find a good groove, and then I want to jump in and tackle some stuff that we have on the list to do here, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So I'm really excited to do it with you. Stitcher could start at that stitch along, so happy. I think you could. Yes, because I think if you did it on, especially if you did it on a 10 count cloth, I think you could for sure do it. Yes. You just have to be patient with yourself. Just be sure to give yourself some grace. But I think that you could do it, especially if you did it on an easier cloth. So that's all I have for you guys today. I'm excited to kind of, the beginning of school is always a get organized and kind of get into a rhythm time of the year, you know, like summer hits and you're like, oh, it's summertime. We can just rest a little bit. And then summer always ends up being chaotic. But then when school starts, I feel like a schedule resumes, you know, like there's a little bit more of a schedule that you're going by, and it then allows me to kind of get more organized and feel more organized. So I'm excited for that. I don't look forward to sending my kids back to school because I do miss them during the day, but that's gotten easier as they've gotten older. And it allows me more time to kind of get my ducks in a row. So I'm excited about turning over a new schedule. I'm excited. And I'm excited to do all this stuff with you guys. So I hope that you will join me in the fun. And we can look forward to next year and planning for stuff to come in the new year. I'm also excited about that. So I will let you guys go. And I'm a little concerned about that as well, Sarah, because we do have like volleyball games in the evening and, you know, stuff like that is going to be coming up. So our schedules are going to have to morph a little bit, but we'll land somewhere. And I think it'll be good in the long run. I do. So I'm excited to see how everything falls into place for everybody, not just me, but for everybody. So have a wonderful rest of the day, you guys. Please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Like, and please don't forget to comment below. I forgot to pull, we're going to do a giveaway next week. And we will do the drawing for the giveaway this week. We'll do that next week because I have it right here. I just forgot. to do a drawing for it. So we'll do all of that next week because I was not on the ball with it today. But please comment below for a prize for next week. The question is, what is your favorite fabric collection that's out right now? Like right now, what's your favorite fabric collection that you're seeing and that you're excited to create with? So answer that question below. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, follow us, and visit happylittlestitchup.com and all that good stuff. Have a fabulous weekend, you guys. Have a great rest of your day. And I will see you next week on Thursday at 1:30 p.m. Central Standard Time right here. And I will try to have the live stream up and ready to go for you more than 5 minutes before the start. Have a fabulous day, you guys. Happy stitching. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it.